Channel 11 News starts with severe weather Team 11 coverage.
Good afternoon. A line of rain showers moving through right now. Thanks for joining us. I'm Gordon Lesh.
And I'm Peggy Finnegan. Let's get right to meteorologist Danielle Dozier, who is tracking when the rain's going to let up in Severe Weather Center 11.
Still have a couple more hours before the bulk of the rain moves out, but there are some places that are still picking up on this moderate rain. Let's take a look at Storm Tracker Doppler 11 radar. Everywhere in yellow, that's where we have that moderate rain coming down, so there are still pockets of that in Allegheny County. If you are heading out, keep in mind it will be a slower go for you. So you can see the Parkway East out there where we got some heavier rainfall from Plum down toward White Oak, Greensburg, even some more moderate rain showing up there. And then we have Nottingham to Ross Traverse, some moderate rain. Take you into Washington County, east of Washington, some heavier rain. Also down toward Chartiers in California getting in on some of this heavier rainfall. And then the expanded view showing the rain generally moving from south to north, but the entire batch of rain is moving from west to east. It is associated with our weather system that has been moving across the country and now moving through our area. So we will be getting a break in the rain over the next hour or so. You can kind of see that back edge there of the rain. But when we get into the afternoon, there could be still a few sprinkles left over later on for your drive home tonight. So I'm going to show you that, the future radar, as well as talk temperatures and what you can expect overnight tonight, coming up in just a few minutes.
And we are following several breaking stories. First, police say they have a bomb threat suspect in custody. The threat targeted Norwin and Jeanette high schools. Let's go to Channel 11's Gabriella DeLuca, who is live in North Huntington with breaking details for us. Gabrielle?
Peggy and Gordon, before this all wraps up, I want to take you over this way and show what's going on here. This appears to be the car in question on Robin Station Road. There was just two guys from the bomb, so it would appear to be the bomb squad, searching that car with its blinkers on. The trunk was open. You can see the front door is open. The hood was up. We saw those officers in tactical gear using a flashlight to search throughout the car. They didn't pull anything out as far as we could tell, but I want to bring you over this way too to show you here. You can see on this side of the road, that is where it is blocked off. You can see that there are several police cars making sure that no one can get down this road, because the car that appears to be in question is that black one that we just showed you here. So this is what I want to tell you about what we have learned from the school districts and also from police. We have learned that someone was arrested here at the intersection of Robin Station Road and Clay Pike. Police took someone into custody from a car here. Now they're waiting for the bomb squad to search that car, which is what it appears just happened. Norwin School District officials tell us the suspect made threats to Norwin and Jeanette high schools. Jeanette Junior and Senior High School released students for the day. Officials in Norwin decided to also release students at 11 this morning at the high school. Police dogs are there now searching the school. The elementary and middle schools in the district were on a modified lockdown. That has all since been lifted. Now we have multiple crews on this situation working to find out the very latest. We are also working to learn out specifics on the suspect, and we'll be sure to bring any breaking developments to you on this situation. Reporting live in North Huntington, Gabriella DeLuca, Channel 11 News.
Thank you, Gabriella. More breaking news now in Whipple's investigation into racial slurs at a high school soccer game. There will be no punishment against Connellsville or Alderdice high schools. Right now, here is the incident that prompted that investigation. A parent captured the scuffle between Alderdice and Connellsville players at a Labor Day game. Players are seen shoving one another, but you really can't hear what's being said. Whipple officials say they found credible evidence during their investigation into alleged racism at the soccer match, but have decided not to punish the schools. However, both schools have been told to add anti-discrimination and sensitivity training for both coaches and students. Whipple released a statement saying racial slurs, homophobic slurs, and other inexcusable behavior have no place in high school athletics or society in general and will not be tolerated by Whipple.
More breaking news. State police in Bell Vernon are looking for a missing teenager who hasn't been seen in 10 days. And here's the really strange part. Police say she may be with a man who is staying in her house for a week without the mother knowing. This is Shaylin Anderson. Her mother reported her missing last night. Police say the man she may be with is often in the Carrick area and may go by the name Miles Johnson. Anyone with information is asked to call state police. New at noon, a 3-year-old girl found all alone in Bellevue is safe this afternoon. Police put out an alert after finding the child outside of a home on North Sprague Avenue this morning. Channel 11's Mike Holden spoke with the girl's mother moments after she was reunited with her child. Mike, what did she have to say?
Gordon, as we come on air live at this afternoon hour, we can confirm that little girl is safe. She has been reunited with her loved ones right here at the Bellevue Borough Police Station behind us. I spoke with that girl's mother. She was extremely candid, and she stressed this was a terrible, horrible mistake. She feels awful, but she's grateful to everyone who helped out. I want to walk you through what we've discovered over the last hour and a half. The Bellevue Borough Police Department took to Facebook in hopes of finding the little girl's loved ones. We are blurring her face, and she is a minor. They shared this photo of the lost 3-year-old and within minutes started receiving tips about who her family is. Police say someone found her on a front porch of a home along North Sprague this morning. It's about a block from where I'm standing. Police brought her back to the station 1 block away. As we were covering this story, the child's mother came up to me explaining it was her little girl and she was trying to get to the police station as soon as possible. Mom says she just had wisdom tooth surgery, woke up in pain and took her medication. She says she dozed off and her daughter somehow got out. She described the terrifying moment she found out her daughter was not at home.
No, I thought she was in her bed asleep all morning until my mom called me to tell me. And she asked, "Where's your daughter?" I said, "She's in bed." She's like, "No, she's not. She's about PlayStation." I jumped out of bed. I was like, "What?" And I looked and she wasn't in her bed.
And we do want to stress again, if you're just joining us live this afternoon, that little girl is safe, reunited with her family. Bellevue Borough Police did say this is an ongoing investigation, so if anything else develops or breaks, we'll update you with the latest for Channel 11 News starting at 5. Reporting live in Bellevue, Mike Holden, Channel 11 News.
Also new at noon, a destructive drive on Broadhead Road in Hopewell Township. A driver lost control of a car and slammed into the front of this house. You can see a tarp covering the hole. No word yet if anyone was hurt. The city is preparing for big crowds and protests ahead of President Donald Trump's visit. He's set to be in town tomorrow to speak at the convention center. Schools and roads will shut down for the visit. Here's a look at some of the roads that are going to close. The 10th Street bypass, 10th and 11th Streets, and Fort Duquesne Boulevard. The shutdowns will start at 9 tomorrow morning and will be in place until after President Trump leaves. That's around 4 or 5 in the afternoon. Pittsburgh police say safety is the top priority as the president speaks at the Shale Insight Conference at the convention center.
And if at all possible, employers to either have employees work from home or possibly have those employees leave early.
In an effort to reduce traffic, the 12 Pittsburgh public schools on your screen will be closed tomorrow because of the president's visit.
Happening now, the top U.S. diplomat to Ukraine is being questioned behind closed doors by a House committee as part of the impeachment inquiry. State Department officials, Bill Taylor, wrote in a text that it was, quote, crazy to hold military aid for a political investigation. Several Democratic sources have said the impeachment proceedings may take longer than expected, in part because witnesses are providing more leads. Meanwhile, a 5-day U.S. brokered ceasefire between Turkish troops and Syrian Kurdish fighters expired today. NBC's Richard Engel has the developing details from Syria.
Around 80,000 children, the UN now says, are among hundreds of thousands of Kurds forced from their homes by the Turkish military assault President Trump effectively allowed to happen. As U.S. troops in Syria leave, many heading for Iraq, they're leaving behind the Kurds, close U.S. allies, who say they now face ethnic cleansing. U.S. officials tell NBC News the White House is considering leaving a small number of American troops in northern Syria to protect oil fields.
We have a small group there, and we've secured the oil. Other than that, there's no reason for it, in our opinion.
But while President Trump focuses on Syria's oil, Turkey and Russia are focusing on carving up the whole country. Turkey's President Erdogan meeting this morning with Vladimir Putin in Sochi. They're expected to divvy up zones in Syria where Russia and Syrian government troops would have control, and others where Turkey plans to settle millions of Syrian Arab refugees displacing the Kurds. The Kurds fear this could be the end for them in northern Syria, their homeland. President Trump's military policy has become so erratic, Governments in the Middle East do not know what to expect, do not know what he is doing. Yesterday, the defense secretary said that U.S. troops, most of them, would be leaving here in Syria and going to Iraq to fight ISIS. Today, the Iraqi military said that's not what they agreed to. They have no idea what he's talking about. They don't have permission to stay in Iraq. Richard Engel, NBC News, Northern Syria.
Breaking news, the Steelers general manager just put out a statement about Anthony Chickillo's arrest for domestic violence. Steelers GM Kevin Colbert says that the team will continue to gather information and fully cooperate with the NFL's investigation. Any discipline will be determined after police and the league office gather information. We do expect to hear from head coach Mike Tomlin in the next hour, so watch for that tonight on Channel 11 News starting at 5.
We're waiting for a judge to rule in the case of a Butler County man accused of killing his girlfriend. Melissa Bardo was shot and killed in 2017. Her body was later found burned and hidden on a Lawrence County farm. Investigators say Aishamir Ramsey killed Bardo during an argument in his car. Ramsey chose not to have a jury hear his trial, only a judge.
Former President Jimmy Carter is in the hospital again. The Carter Center says the 95-year-old suffered a minor pelvic fracture in a fall last night. Carter was at his home in Plains, Georgia when the accident happened. This is the second time this month Carter has been injured in a fall. He received 14 stitches when he fell at home earlier this month. People have been complaining about parking problems in this neighborhood. Now there may be a fix. The change is coming to a popular local spot.
If you want to fly from New York to Australia, you used to have to make some extra stops. Not anymore. We hear from passengers on board the 19-hour new flight.
Rain continues across our area. I'm going to let you know exactly when it'll come to an end and what you can expect when you head out the door Wednesday.
Neighbors finally get some answers after dealing with an overwhelming and dangerous smell. What's causing their homes to stink for days?
You're watching WPXI Now, your source for original local shows. Avoid scams, save money, and find great deals. Top consumer advocate Clark Howard. Weekdays at 8:30 a.m. and 7:30 p.m. on WPXI.
Cover the news the same way.
Channel 11 covers news everywhere you live, not just downtown. More local news from more neighborhoods. That's a fact. Channel 11 News at 5, when you want news from where you live.
Pittsburgh's chief meteorologist Stephen Cropper tracking the weather in your neighborhood.
Well, lots of buzz around new parking changes coming to Sewickley. It comes as business owners and neighbors have expressed concerns over parking problems. Channel 11's Liz Kilmer reports with new information on the changes going into place.
Folks say it can be hard to find parking spots near the businesses in Sewickley, and often they have trouble with these machines. But now there are changes planned for 2020 to address those concerns. For quite some time, folks say they've had issues parking near the popular shops and restaurants in Sewickley.
I hear a lot of people complaining about these.
But now the parking authority has changes planned for 2020. According to our partners at the Trib, the plan is for coin-operated meters to be tested for about 6 months. Enforced hours will be extended, and in Zone 1, parking will stay at $1 an hour, but there will be a 3-hour time limit meant to help businesses.
We've had issues also in the past where people, workers who go downtown, they might catch the bus downtown, they might park someplace and take up spots all day. We've had issues also with people who work in town parking and taking up spots for the full 8 hours, and it limits the parking availability for our customers.
And we also spoke with some residents who live here in Sewickley to hear their take. I'll have more in a report at 5. In Sewickley, I'm Liz Kilmer, Channel 11 News.
Take a good look at the pictures on your screen. These two people are wanted. Police say they were switching price tags on tools and paints at the Walmart in Hempfield last week and then went through the self-checkout. Troopers say security guards tried to stop them, but they drove off in this silver car. We now know the source of a gas leak in Charleroi, Washington County. Firefighters in the DEP traced the leak to a Gulf gas station on McKean Avenue, where a tank overflowed. On Friday night, people living in 40 homes were told to open their windows and turn on fans as fumes came up through the sewer drains. Several families were even evacuated as a precaution.
There was some danger. We did use our meters. We had some LEL levels that were pretty high, which in turn, if it's a right mixture, it could have been an explosion. If, say, somebody's furnace would have kicked on or somebody would have lit a cigarette.
The DEP is now looking at the gas station's overfill prevention equipment to try to determine the cause.
It's National School Bus Safety Week. PennDOT is partnering with local and state police to get aggressive drivers off the roads. Officers are out watching for drivers who show signs of aggressive driving. Just yesterday, Chippewa Township Police issued 13 citations during a 4-hour enforcement period.
We want to make sure aggressive drivers are off the road. We're looking for things like speeding, tailgating, not obeying by stop signs and stopping laws.
Drivers are also reminded to stop for any buses that have their stopping lights activated.
Macy's says it's ditching the fur. The company says it will stop selling fur by next October. The company will also stop selling fur at Bloomingdale's and its discount outlets. The CEO says the decision comes after meetings with the Humane Society and other groups over the past 2 years. Macy's store-labeled brands are already fur-free. The company says the rise of new fabric technology like faux fur will make the transition easier. CVS is testing drone deliveries for prescriptions. The drones will be automated, flying on pre-planned routes in as quickly as 5 or 10 minutes. They'll carry packages up to 5 pounds and leave them in the front or backyard. The pharmacy chain is partnering with UPS, which recently received approval from the FAA to make limited drone deliveries.
Your severe weather Team 11 forecast.
Well, it is a gloomy day as we take a live look outside. You can see the raindrops on the camera lens there over downtown Pittsburgh, and the camera's shaking a little bit. You can see the trees. The wind is starting to pick up. It'll be a breezy day. Let's first start with Storm Tracker Doppler 11 radar. Everywhere where you're seeing yellow, that's where we have moderate rain coming down. So if you are hitting the road anytime soon, from near Pittsburgh points east, that's where we do have some of that moderate to heavier rainfall, or at least steady moderate rainfall from eastern Washington County all the way up here straddling the county lines of Allegheny and Westmoreland counties. And then you can see some pockets of more moderate rain. Let's zoom in here and kind of pinpoint exactly where we're talking. So we're talking downtown Pittsburgh out toward Versailles. We do have that moderate to heavy rain also through Plum, and then Versailles all the way to Greensburg. Greensburg heads up. More moderate rain will be sliding your way eventually. And then Butler, you can see this moderate rain right overhead. If you're around Adams, you have some steady light rain around McCandless, and then all the way down toward Republic and California. Some moderate rain there. This is all moving from west to east. The entire batch of rain is. The actual showers themselves kind of lifting from south to north as I put it into motion. The back edge here of the rain is in western Allegheny County, so my model data showing within the next hour that should be pushing east out of Pittsburgh. In fact, here is a look at Storm Tracker. 1 o'clock this afternoon. You can see that rain kind of pushing east of the Pittsburgh area down toward Uniontown, Greensburg, Katanning, and Indiana. You're all still getting the rain at that point. And then as we fast forward into about 5 o'clock, the main batch of rain will have already pushed out of the entire area, although there could be a few lingering light showers through the early to mid-afternoon hours and into those commute time frames. So you're talking 4 or 5 o'clock or so, still getting in on a chance for a passing shower here, but it won't be as steady at that point. By 9 o'clock, it looks like it's really winding down across much of the area. Temperatures are holding in the mid-50s after they started in the 60s this morning. That's the product of a cold front that is moving through the area. So temperatures right now in the mid to upper 50s. Our winds are starting to pick up near 10 miles per hour in Pittsburgh right now. We have a 10-mile-per-hour wind in Washington. Winds by late day today could be gusting as high as about 25 miles per hour. As far as the temperatures go, could climb back to about 59 or 60 degrees late day today once the bulk of the steadiest rain clears out. Temperatures will be falling in the mid-50s through 8 p.m., about 52 degrees at 10 p.m., and then cooling into the 40s overnight tonight. 42 degrees for the overnight low, so a touch cooler out there when you head out Wednesday morning. We will decrease the clouds overnight tonight. The winds will lighten up right around 5 to 10 miles per hour. Washington about 42 for you tonight, 40 in Butler, 42 in Greensburg, and 42 in Indiana. Tomorrow, we're looking at sunshine returning, and after a chilly start, temperatures will be rebounding into the upper 50s, close to average, near 60 for the daytime high. Taking a look at the 5-day forecast and your weekend always in view. About 60 Wednesday, 65 Thursday, so we're warming things up. And as we head into Friday, Saturday, that's when we're going to be bringing back showers into your forecast. I have another windy day for you on Wednesday. I'm going to walk you through our hour-by-hour wind forecast coming up in the next half hour. Stay tuned.
A car wash is turning heads. It's been turned into a haunted car wash, the road trip you can take if you're looking for a good scare.
Arsenic and mercury, the toxic metals found in baby food. The changes lawmakers want to make after the shocking discovery.
11 News at 5, covering more news happening in Butler County. Arsenic, mercury, even lead, all found in some baby foods. Minority Leader Chuck Schumer is calling on the FDA to look into these toxic heavy metals. This comes days after a study by Healthy Babies Bright Futures. That group tested 168 baby foods, and they found arsenic, lead, and mercury in 95% of them. Senator Schumer now wants the FDA to establish standards for heavy metals to protect against developmental issues.
We also have to change how food is prepared and the food that's on the produce aisle, not just on the baby food aisle.
The FDA says it is working to identify the most effective and feasible ways to reduce exposure to these elements from food.
The Scare House Scream District will not open in time for Halloween. The owner said they faced one delay after another. First, there were permit issues, then there were inspection issues. Now there's a delay with building renovations. If you already bought a ticket, you can get a refund. The owners say they still plan to open the Scream District later this year after Halloween. They say there's always time for a good scare. Check this out. Logs fell off the back of a trailer and right through the windshield of an SUV. The driver of this vehicle rear-ended the truck in northern Georgia earlier this month, knocking the logs loose. Firefighters say they had to cut through 30 to 40 logs with chainsaws before they could even start to cut open the car and rescue the man. And it's hard to believe that driver survived, let alone walking away from that crash with just minor injuries.
If you want to fly from New York to Australia, boy, I can't even say that. You used to have to make some extra stops, but not anymore.
And the longest nonstop commercial flight in history is now in the books. We hear from passengers on board the 19-hour flight.
It's still raining out there. We're going to have another check of Storm Tracker Doppler 11 radar when we come back.
This is Channel 11 News 11 at 11.
11 at 11 starts with team coverage of this breaking story.
Accurate details.
Tonight we're talking to parents who have major concerns.
Experienced coverage.
We just got this new information.
Trusted weather source.
I'm tracking a strong storm picking up speed.
All in the first 11 minutes of our newscast. Dependable coverage of breaking news.
That truck came barreling down the hill straight into the home.
Tracking storms to prepare you for tomorrow. Count on Channel 11 News 11 at 11. Day forecast, now on your screen all the time on Channel 11 News.
It has been raining for a good part of the day. Now we can see the end of a long line of showers.
Meteorologist Danielle Dozier tracking the changes for us in Severe Weather Center 11.
Yeah, it's going to be a little bit of time before we see the sun, despite that rain coming to an end within the next hour, guys. Taking a look at Storm Tracker Doppler 11 radar. Pretty widespread and steady across much of the area still. As we'll take a little zoom in here to the Pittsburgh area, you can see that back edge is just off to the west. So I'm going to show you that in just a second. I want to point out a couple of things of where we have some of that moderate to heavy rain. Basically everywhere where you're seeing yellow. Butler, Armstrong County, and you can see Allegheny and Westmoreland County. Still some pockets of more moderate rainfall there on the east side. But look here out toward Moon. We're already starting to see that clearing line. That's going to be pushing from west to east across our area within, again, the next 45 minutes to 1 hour. Still, though, eastern counties will be getting in on the rain for a bit longer this afternoon. Keep in mind, it is wet out there. Of course, we know with those wet roadways and with all those leaves falling, with the wind picking up today, this is how long it takes. 250 feet stopping distance when you're driving at 40 miles per hour over some wet leaves. So if you are encountering those, you'll definitely want to be braking a little bit sooner. Dry road, just to put it in perspective, about 80 feet there. And again, just watch out if you're out there today because the winds will be peaking. I'm going to go over that wind forecast for tomorrow as well because tomorrow is going to be a pretty windy day. I still want to do that. I'll do that coming up in about 15 to 20 minutes.
More African American women live in poverty in Pittsburgh than 85% of other cities in the United States. And that's not all researchers at Pitt uncovered. Channel 11's Aaron Clark has more on the changes local leaders say need to happen.
African Americans in Pittsburgh, when we frequently hear the words describing Pittsburgh as a most livable city, react and can't help but ask the question, for whom is it most livable?
That question getting some serious thought after a University of Pittsburgh report last month revealed
if black residents automatically, by moving, their life expectancy would go up, their income would go up, their educational opportunities for their children would go up as well as their employment.
BPEP Chairman and CEO Tim Stevens read those words from the study in a press conference Monday. It's a sentiment some young professionals in the city share.
There's no growth or opportunity here for us.
While some older residents Channel 11 spoke to disagree slightly.
It all depends on where you go and who you are and what you do. You can do bad everywhere, and you can be good anywhere.
And others admit experiences in the self-proclaimed most livable city can be varied.
Seems diverse to me, but I don't know, at the same time, like I'm not a person of color.
BPEP is calling on local leaders to create a game plan. Stevens says one such plan has already been outlined and calls for area businesses to consider black candidates for all job openings, accept applications from candidates with criminal histories, and take action to diversify the workforce.
The Pitt report was actually done at the request of the mayor's office. There are 3 more studies to be conducted.
The principal at a local early childhood center has stepped down. The Highland School Board accepted Heather Bigney's resignation last night. Bigney was the principal of the Highlands Early Childhood Center in Brackenridge. Board members told the Trib the resignation does not come from any district action or investigation. A replacement has not been named. Pittsburgh police need help identifying this robbery suspect. She's accused of robbing the Kogos on Bailey Avenue in Mount Washington last Monday. Police say she demanded cash and threatened to harm the cashier.
Investigators are looking into how this fire started last night on Broadford Road in Upper Tyrone Township, Fayette County. Officials say at one point the people who called 911 were on the roof trying to put out the fire themselves. No one was hurt. The state is dealing with a firefighter shortage, and some lawmakers are calling it a crisis and now say they're working to fix it. There are nearly 24 proposals before the State House right now. They include things like tuition aid, college loan forgiveness, property tax credits, and cash incentives for length of service. Other bills address the mental health needs. The House expected to consider all of those bills starting this week.
Several community groups want to end the use of facial recognition technology. It comes after a report about 1,000 surveillance cameras deployed by the Allegheny County District Attorney's Office. According to that report, some of the cameras have facial recognition technology, but there are no policies to govern the cameras or the data they gather. The community groups are now calling on DA Stephen Zappala to be more transparent in what surveillance technology his office uses. State lawmakers could soon vote on changes to overhaul some of the ways you cast your ballot. The measure would eliminate straight party ticket voting. It would also let any voter mail in a ballot and move the voter registration deadline closer to the election.
Supreme Court Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg says she feels healthy following cancer treatment. The 86-year-old justice spoke at UC Berkeley last night. She talked about a wide range of topics, from her health to the work that still needs to be done on the Supreme Court. Despite her age and recent health issues, the pioneer for women's rights says she feels stronger than ever.
Are you back at the gym?
Yes, I never left it. Even in my lowest periods, I couldn't do very much, but I did what I can.
Ginsburg, who is starting her 27th year on the nation's highest court, has beaten cancer now 4 times.
Australia's Qantas Airways has broken the record for the world's longest non-stop commercial passenger flight, 19 hours and 16 minutes.
A long way. NBC's Tom Costello, the only American broadcast reporter on board, reports from Sydney on what it was like to fly there from New York, 10,000 miles without a stop.
19 and a half hours. Here we go. There were only 49 of us on board this Qantas research flight. Destination down under.
And welcome aboard this historic flight from New York down to Sydney, linking these two great cities together in one non-stop flight.
On board, University of Sydney researchers monitoring the 4 pilots who are wearing EEG brain scan devices and light exposure meters, even taking urine samples to check their melatonin levels. What's your biggest concern?
Just making sure that the pilots and the crew on board the aircraft are getting enough rest, getting enough nutrition, and doing all the right things that are going to maintain their health and well-being on board such a long flight.
Also on board, 6 frequent flyers eager to avoid the jet lag hangover.
That is the enemy that I face every time I fly.
The researchers have some tricks up their sleeves. First, the plane is already on Sydney time, not New York time, which means it's time for lunch, not dinner. Then exercise, the Macarena at 35,000 feet.
We are tricking our bodies. At the moment, because we're flying west, we are delaying our sleep.
Of course, the pilots aren't doing the Macarena. They're taking turns sleeping in their private quarters. Qantas wants to add this ultra-long flight to its schedule, but government safety regulators would have to agree.
And we're testing out with the pilots how this works, because we need to extend the duty times of pilots from 20 hours to 22 hours, maybe to 24 hours.
And 24-hour duty days are brutal. Finally, we get to sleep. On board, total darkness as we fly south off Hawaii and towards Fiji. Then, sunrise off the wing. Researchers test passenger alertness and reaction times.
Compared to what I normally feel like on the super long haul flights, I feel better, but time will tell this afternoon.
Finally, 19 hours and 16 minutes later, touchdown in Sydney.
And researchers are following the pilots and passengers to get a real sense of the impact of jet lag on their bodies.
Sadly, senior citizens are a prime target for crooks. What you can do to protect your loved ones. Just ahead.
First, what is next for the house where famous Pittsburgh playwright August Wilson lived?
Channel 11 News at 6.
Followed by NBC Nightly News at 6:30.
New video out today of a bus crash in Cincinnati. Police say a driver got distracted, crossed the center line. You see it hits head-on into a city bus. Wow. The driver and 3 of his passengers, including 2 children, had to be rushed to the hospital. 8 people on the bus had minor injuries. This is video from earlier in the month, but it was just released by police. Time is running out to let PennDOT know what you think about its work. There is a 16-question survey online asking how often PennDOT meets or exceeds your expectations when it comes to construction and maintenance projects. The deadline is midnight tonight. We've put a link to the survey on WPXI.com.
The August Wilson House in the Hill District is one of Pittsburgh's treasures. Now the building is getting hundreds of thousands of dollars to restore the playwright's childhood home. Duquesne University received a Save America's Treasures grant of nearly $500,000. The money will be used to turn the home into an arts and education center.
One of the things that makes this project so exciting but also challenging in terms of the magnitude is in part because of the legacy of August Wilson.
Work on the restoration project is expected to begin by the end of the year. Organizers hope to open the August Wilson House on or before his birthday on April 27th, 2021.
We do too many stories about older people who get conned by crooks.
Our consumer advisor takes you through the steps to protect your loved ones. Just ahead.
And the winds are starting to pick up here today. I'm going to let you know how strong those winds will get later on this afternoon. Plus, we'll take a look ahead to your Wednesday breezy forecast.
You're watching WPXI Now, your source for original local shows. All the best things happening in Pittsburgh in one place. Watch 11 Things to Do, Thursday and Friday mornings at 9:15 on WPXI Now and on demand.
Channel 11 News, 11 and 11 means you get 11 minutes of news and weather
before the first commercial.
It means live coverage of breaking news, local news, and your first look at weather.
All before the first commercial.
Channel 11 News, 11 and 11.
Watch tonight.
Shoppers plan to spend an average of just under $1,500 per household this holiday season. A new survey from Deloitte finds Cyber Monday now tops Black Friday as the preferred day to find deals. 53% of people who rely on Cyber Monday for discounts, and just 44% plan to catch promotions on Black Friday. Your older loved ones are prime targets for online criminals. Consumer advisor Clark Howard explains what you need to do to protect them.
Criminals specifically target senior citizens. Why? Because we're more and more isolated maybe than we used to be in prior generations, because our adult children have scattered all over the country. People get lonely, and the friendly voice at the other end of the phone, or somebody contacting us through social media, email, chat, whatever, we start to trust them. We start to think they're a friend. And before you know it, they can be in our wallet. The hard part for you as an adult child is to do something we had to do with my late mom. As her mental capacity started to deteriorate, we had to take her checkbook away from her because scamsters were getting in her wallet. She was being conned. We had to eventually take away her mail and have her mail go somewhere else. Don't ignore signs going on with an aging parent. Get involved as adult children, and if there are multiple kids, have family conferences to stay on top of this. I'm Clark Howard.
Your severe weather Team 11 forecast.
Taking another look at what is going on out there today. Our visible satellite shows us the clouds from up above and giving us the view here. All of that white color coming across the screen, that is the thick cloud cover we're dealing with. Look out toward Ohio, though. Do notice some breaks in the clouds. We'll get that at times, but it'll come later on today, and it won't be full-on sunshine for us. We'll decrease the clouds steadily for a brief period late this afternoon, and then overnight tonight once again. As far as the rain, it is still out there, and we've got our travel impacts here for you. Wet roads, definitely a high impact for us. Some ponding on the roads where some of you are picking up that moderate rainfall. Not expecting widespread flooding, though, today. We've picked up about a half an inch or so here in Pittsburgh so far since the rain began, and you can see it now on Storm Tracker Doppler 11 radar. Moving from south to north, the entire rain line, though, moving from west to east, associated with a strong low-pressure system that's been moving across the country. You may have been hearing about the news out of Dallas where they picked up a couple of tornadoes there a couple of days ago. But for us, it is just rain, and you can see that back edge right through Pittsburgh right there. So we're going to get that clearing from the rain, at least, within the next half hour. Meanwhile, some of our eastern counties, like if you're around Greensburg or Indiana or Katanning or down toward Uniontown, you're going to hang on to the rain just a tad bit longer. Here's Storm Tracker at 1:30 this afternoon. That rain is east of downtown Pittsburgh. Rain still, though, occurring out in the eastern counties, pushing out of the area. For late afternoon, if you're driving home around 4, 5, 6 o'clock or so, could be dealing with a couple of passing showers, very light in intensity, but we're not expecting to see that steady, widespread rain as we're seeing out there right now. Once we get closer to 9 p.m., looks like the rain is tapering off across much of the area if it hasn't already. Overnight tonight, we will decrease the clouds. Our overnight low tonight, right around 42 degrees, so it will be chilly when you head out the door Wednesday morning. You're going to want that jacket for sure, and those winds will be out of the west-southwest at 5 to 10 miles per hour. So a breezy day today, gusts to 25, lightening up overnight. Temperatures 42 in Greensburg tonight, about 44 in Uniontown, 43 in Beaver. Tomorrow we're looking at highs about near average, but still cool. 60 degrees in Pittsburgh, about 56 in Butler, and 58 in Uniontown. This is despite the sunshine. We are expected to see sunshine tomorrow, but temperatures won't climb a whole lot. The winds will be reinforcing some of that cooler air tomorrow. Generally winds coming in out of the west. Here's our wind forecast as promised. Wednesday morning, those winds up there around 10 to 15 miles per hour. And as I advance the time clock, here's 1 o'clock. Winds about 10 to 15, could be seeing up as high as about 20 miles per hour. So this gives you an idea. 16-mile-per-hour wind around 1 o'clock in Greensburg. Here's 3 p.m. Winds up around 15 miles per hour sustained. Could have gusts up to about 25 to 30 miles per hour tomorrow. So breezy day in store. 5-day forecast with your weekend always in view. Warmer on Thursday at 65. Showers will move in late day Friday. High of 60. And your weekend is always in view, bringing in showers at times on Saturday and a drier Sunday with the high of 62.
All right, thanks, Danielle. Local ski resorts getting ready for winter, and they need some help. Seven Springs, Hidden Valley, and Laurel Mountain Resort are all holding 3 job fairs next month. They plan on hiring more than 1,000 employees for the winter season. The job fairs are November 2nd at Seven Springs, November 16th at Hidden Valley, and November 19th at Ligonier Town Hall.
Well, this may be a first. A car wash is turning heads in Ohio,
where you can get a wash and a good scare. Next.
everything happening in the morning. Watch Channel 11 Morning News.
The majestic tree that will light up Rockefeller Plaza this holiday season is from Florida. New York, that is. The small village is about 60 miles from New York City, and this Norway spruce is one of its oldest residents. In a couple of weeks, the tree will leave this front yard and make the journey to Rockefeller Plaza. The tree will be lit December 4th. A clean car and a good scare.
That's what you'll get if you make a 2.5-hour road trip to a town in Ohio. The Rainforest Car Wash in Brunswick, Ohio has turned the facility into a haunted car wash. Just imagine being trapped inside your car while a creepy-looking clown stares you down.
We're going to have people in various positions throughout the tunnel, peeling soap away, scaring people. We'll have various props and scenes set up.
The frightening wash will cost drivers $20, an extra $10. Just make sure you warn your kids before you do that. Might be a little too much.
Never heard of that before. I'm sure it's fun. That's all for Channel 11 News at noon. Our next newscast comes up tonight at 5.
You can get breaking news updates anytime on our streaming apps. Just search WPXI on Apple TV, Roku, or Amazon Fire. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.
Enjoy it.
Channel 11 News, 11 at 11. 11 minutes of news and weather before the first commercial.
This is Take 5, highlighting Western Pennsylvania's most innovative and successful businesses.
Hello and welcome to Take 5. I'm Heather Habira. Today I'm joined by Teresa Gaspard, Special Events Manager at